Hey friends, today we are packaging up a Happy Mail package for my co-collaborator who is also my sister. We have been exchanging Happy Mail the last couple months and it's just something super fun to do, and it's like a little surprise gift with lots of different goodies that we've been collecting within that month or just in general that we want to share. So I am currently using vintage magazine pages with vintage advertisements, and they're just super unique and fun pages to incorporate throughout your journals. Here I've got some stationery that I wanted to pop in there for her, and just some vintage. This is like a study guide, I think from the 1940s. So that's super cool and neat, very unique. This is a little vintage like magazine, black and white, and then here is some more vintage paper with advertisement on it. You can see the prices. It's pretty incredible. This is like a retro style box, but I thought it would be something super neat to cut up and use as ephemera, or she could use it as a box if she wanted to. But it's like a little goodie box, and I found a package of them at the thrift store and I thought they were super cool. So I thought she might like to use that. This is a really pretty napkin that I use. I will sometimes decoupage on things like pages inside the journals or pockets, tucks. It's just really pretty. And then here's some just notebook paper from a planner that I have that I'm recycling the pages. Half of the fun of sending Happy Mail is making it look very aesthetically pleasing. So I really love that part in the packaging. This is some vintage geography pages, and then these are just old vintage handwritten pages. And then this is a poetry book. It's like a vintage poetry book from Missouri. So I thought that she might like that. Next is some old stationery, so that's just a really pretty envelope that you can use as embellishment. I grabbed this vintage cookbook and it was super cute. The pages were just so pretty, so I took it apart and I've been kind of using it, and so I thought I would share that. And then some scrapbook paper, and then that is like a printer paper card. This is some vintage Sears catalog pages that are really neat. I have this little vintage book that's just like falling apart, so I have been using the pages, so I grabbed her a signature or some pages from a signature out of that. This is a vintage greeting card with the envelope to match, and they are adorable. Next, this is a mini scrapbook. I picked up several of these from the thrift store. I just thought they were too cute, whatever, she wants to do with it, but I just thought it was too cute not to grab. And I think I got them for like 25 cents a piece, so that was a really good deal. These are paper strips that are actually available in the Etsy shop. I put them together, and then this is just like a notepad of paper that I use to recycle some pages with, and they're really nice to stick inside junk journals. And then the paper strips make really pretty embellishments for the sides of papers. Next, this is a little notebook that I tore apart, and that was some of the pages with the little mushroom on it, so I thought that would be cute. Some vintage fabric for fabric flips, or she can make little ruffles out of that fabric, whatever she wishes to do with it. These I picked up at a thrift store. I do not know what they were used for, but they are just darling, so I had to grab them. I think I had like a bag of 6 for $1. This is a cluster that I made. Those are also available in the Etsy shop. A fabric ruffle that I made. Some pins I put together, so I thought she might like those. They're like eco pins, and I embellished them. and some vintage flashcards. Next, I made this little paper pocket and then I put little goodies in it for her. She can use the paper pocket inside of a journal or whatever she wishes. I just thought it was very cute. Vintage greeting card with envelope. This is like a little vintage flyer. And then this is a little Halloween tag that I picked up from a crafter at an estate sale. These are upcycled, like handmade journal cards that I made, and I really, really love them. They're very fun. Here's another fabric ruffle. They are very cute to put into junk journals on the edges of pages or along pockets. Another cluster, some doll pins, some vintage doll pins, some vintage trim, and some more vintage trim. I had done that with my sewing machine, just messing around, so I thought it was super cute, and then I would just give it to her. And that is the completed look. Full of such fun goodies, lots of options, and lots of different ideas to use.